All right. Be ready in a second. Crap. 1 second. All right. Gonna play World of War. Badly. Never really got the hang of this game, but I love it. All those katakanas or whatever. Okay. Switch version. Let me mess with settings. I don't know what I have on here. No, we're good. We'll see. So we're going to start off easy. Actually, no. We're going to do... Okay. This option will prepare for the standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about in-depth stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Rogue figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Oh God, I did this one the other day. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Ooh for its long-awaited premiere. Old Gods roll. Both you and your enemies deal extra damage. Backstory: World of Horror. Character exclusive perks only. Get out of here. Okay. My home. My mailbox, it is empty. Good. So I don't know a whole lot about this game beyond, like, I played it, but I don't know, like, if I've been doing it wrong, or anything, but, like, The tips that I do know are click on things. Mainly in that drawer, because then I got library notes, whatever this does. Random spell, but lose 1 or 2 reason. I'll hold on to that. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. But the tips I do know are... Go here, go to your wardrobe, and click on this guy, and get $1. That's literally about it. That's all you can do here. Well, I'm going to change your outfit. I don't know what I have. A varsity jacket. So the other thing I know of is to take a bath for experience, but it's not a whole lot, but whatever. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence your unsolved, yet unsolved mysteries. Okay, so because this is doing this on the standard mode, there's 4 instead of 5. Okay, we have Bizarre Brute of the Blood-Curdling Botanist, Freaky Feature of Found Footage, Vicious Verses of a Violent Vigil, and Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. I beat a couple of these, but I didn't get really, like, good endings. I guess maybe that A ending might have been the good ending, I'm not sure. I think the top endings might be the best ones, but I don't really know. I don't want to re-roll already to raise Doom. Also, Doom is like your meter. If it reaches 100%, game over. And there's like certain things that can like raise or lower it, so... I've tried this coma one, and I'm not good at it. I've obviously got the bad ending. Found footage. This one's not bad. I kind of do like this one. Freaky feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore. Maybe you'll find a clue about their last known whereabouts in school's newspaper. Okay, so this is like a bonus thing that gets you an item. It kind of advances story. I'm not entirely 100% sure if it does or not, but it gets you a unique item that could like help or whatever. So, so I haven't unlocked all the locations because I'm just not. I don't know how. I know you have to like get certain achievements and like get better endings and stuff to unlock more stuff. But we're going to travel to school since it's highlighted already. Possible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Well, my only option is to stare in disbelief. Great. I lost one reason already. The notes mention a village not far from your town. You decide to take a bus. Alright, let's investigate the village. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast full of exotic meats. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the hosts ask if you want to take anything home with you. So, the times I've done this event, I've hit the steak is to die for, and you take home meat, and it's long pig. And, long pig is another term for human, so you were eating human meat. So I'm gonna try the wine. It's terrific. Of course, I have enough bottles to last the whole year, your friend says, handing you a bottle. What is this item? Addictive liquid. Use gives you +3 reason. Flip this card. What does flip the card mean? We'll come back to that. Let's investigate the mansion. Feel watched. Well, retreat, I guess. And that did nothing. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. We're going to study the symbols. Oh, that messed up my reason. So you try to recognize the symbols, but they shift and change right before your eyes. Dizzy, you escape the room as blood oozes from your nose. Cool. So, that's the other thing. Stamina and reason are like stamina is like your health, reason is your mind, and if one of these goes down to 0, then it's game over. Legends say the witch was buried alive for kidnapping and murdering 2 children. It points you in a specific direction, potentially saving you some time. Okay, well that... Let's travel the forest. I think this is where you end up anyway for the end of this story. The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Well, I can attempt to climb it. She is not doing great. I've been failing every skill check. You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you manage to limp away unnoticed. Great. Yeah, let's go downtown. Oh, I investigated forest again. A shape shimmers beneath the surface with a splashy sound. Something emerges. Oh god, I have to fight. Leech girl. So yeah, combat is weird in this game. So they have... Yeah, their power is 20, and their hit points are 12. Whatever they do, it'll damage all 3 stats. Or 2, rather. Okay. So I'm gonna prepare an attack. Punch. Attack boost. Oh, it's just kick. Okay. Kick. It did okay. Air, kick, boost, kick. Got her. Let's go back to the mansion. Oh crap, I never bought anything. It's also the thing that, like, you should probably buy something. Sewing kit. Because, like, the flashlight is really good, but so is the compass. I'll buy the compass. Could really use a weapon, but that's apparently not happening right now. Escape downtown. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. Pursue the hooded woman. Oh, dexterity check success. The hooded woman disappeared behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed in with the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie in an envelope containing your photo plus a curious incantation. Oh, I got a spell. Deals 8 damage plus 2 doom. Costs 1 reason, 1 stamina. It's cool. I'm probably not going to use it right away. Only when I have a decent amount of reason and stamina, because that's gonna, and it's gonna probably raise my doom, which is not great. You stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tombs, animal bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. I have things that will surely help you in your quest. I have 5 funds. I kind of want a magical item. Because if I get the candle, that'll be great. Cursed doll. Tiny man hands you a package. I'm sure you'll make good use out of this. What is this? Toy occult. Deals 4 to 6 damage. Cost 1 to 2 stamina. Creepy. This doll is creepy. Okay. Can really use a weapon. Looking back one last time, you continue deeper into the woods. There's a square to explore. Yeah, I'm at the end of this event. Because now I'm checking out where these people ended up. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get a grip. Oh, that ruined my reason. Great. It's a bad skill check. You quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. Resolve. Upper right. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. I need an ally for that one. I'm not going to confront them because I still don't have a weapon. And I mean, I could probably... I don't know if it's going to trigger a fight, but I'm just going to start running. Make it to the edge of the woods, scared but safe. 5 XP. Go here. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Threat level increases for the forest. That's great. I hope I don't have to come back here. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Oh, I got a curse. Great. Traumatized. Negative 10% max reason. Cool. Found a pile of human teeth lying on a nearby rock. I don't need that. Why am I taking that? Oh, I didn't. Okay. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Investigate the ground for clues. I don't have high perception. I mean, it's 7. Yeah, perception check success. Footprints and tracks suggest a fight. The owner of the tent must have been dragged by 2 unknown attackers into the woods. 5 experience. Really need to find the clue here and get out of here. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. I always try to help the dog because then you get a ally. Fail. Okay, cool. You fear the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. Great. A wet splash behind you makes a stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splash. Cool. Infested girl. Oh, I'm gonna get something fighting this one. Wait, can I use the... No. I thought I can use it as an actual weapon. Great. Oh, and she damages my stamina, so it's... I'm gonna have to end this real quick. Turn 2 begins. Kick. Good. I did not want that to last longer than it did. All the paths look the same. Are you lost? Yeah, I mean, I have a compass, but I'm still lost. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a cave nearby. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. I could have bought the flashlight, but I bought the compass instead. Knowledge check failure. You wonder what it could all mean. Alright, 1 spot left. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. I kind of want to peek inside. Ooh. You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you are looking at. It's a gigantic eye staring right at you. You lose consciousness, hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. Oh my god. At the very last moment, the suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he's part of a cult protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. You've got bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. You wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to your hometown. Ending B. Rewards for solving this mystery: I. The forest is restless. Knowledge is key. 30 experience. Thorough investigation. 15 experience. There's still hope. -5 doom. Good. Tireless. 1 reason. +1 reason and stamina. Time passes 1 day. Okay. That wasn't great, but it was something. So, alright, I got enough experience to level up, so I can pick 1 of 3 perks. What's hot bath? Improved resting at home, faster offensive actions, and +1 luck. I'm gonna do hot bath just because, well, see, hot bath is when you rest when you're investigating, not when you're taking a bath. I think that's how it works. And if so, I don't know if I want that. It doesn't say improved, like it might only do like... I'm gonna do outdoorsman, just for like more luck. I can level up one stat. I'm gonna do knowledge because that's the one I'm the least great at. Alright, continue. Old God stirs. Press here to reveal its effect. Opposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. What does that actually do? Lighthouse gets one a day. Oh, fuck. So the point, like, so in the game, you have to investigate these like weird things that are happening in your town, and you have to do, on standard difficulty it's 5. Do 5, and after you solve 5 mysteries, you get, like, every mystery you solve you get a key, and after you get 5 keys you can enter in the lighthouse, and it's like a couple floors to get to the top. And now for funsies, for this one, the little joke the old gods played on me, it's gonna add an extra floor to the lighthouse, so that's gonna be great. All right. I'm gonna store... Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna sell it. Because I'm not gonna use it, because I'm not gonna want that extra spell. And what did the curse... The cursed all does damage. Yeah, okay. Anything there? No. It's on the TV. Search for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. I don't have any information about that, so I can't do anything. Shower will help you calm down and wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature are you set it to? I'm gonna raise stamina. It only does 1, but whatever. Let's peek out. Don't see anything weird. Alright, next mystery. Bizarre Brute. Vicious Verses and Curious Case. Curious Case is like hard. I don't know what I did wrong in that one. We're gonna try the botanist one. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband Shiro-san has gone missing. She is worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he and why would he need so much fertilizer? We got the business card of the Guardian Company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful. Investigate the school location twice to complete that one. Okay. You know what? We'll do that. No, we're just going to investigate. This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Great. I'm going to resist. You force yourself to leave behind the mysterious door. Okay. The pool's empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Turn on lights. Luckily for you, no horror that lurks in the water. A new yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Okay. Travel downtown. I have 3 funds. It's going to cost Doom to go to the store. No, we're just going to investigate. I'm already at 17% Doom. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out. Shirsan has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere. The old man says, help me move this dirt, and I'll look for it. Gruesome altar. Seeing the 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Research occult notes. Success. The notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations and unspeakable horror. You managed to learn an incantation, but the horrifying image will stay with you for a long time. Void spell. Ignore the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. One-time use only. Cost 3 reason. What? While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in a nearby forest. Document Masu. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? I'm not gonna eat it. Yeah, no. The smell of the dish almost makes you sick, and you run out of the ghastly restaurant. -1 stamina. Resolve. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. Cool. I'm in the forest now. Whoa, phone. What are you doing? Just trying to open up my stream through Twitch on my phone, and it's just gonna blast me. Okay. Well, there's less spots now, so that's fine. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble upon a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. I'm gonna pray. To your horror, you discover a severed human hand behind the statue. Great. Cool. Great. You are surprised to find a well-dressed man sitting on a rock in the middle of the forest. When you get closer, however, you discover that he's wearing a realistic mask that falls on the ground. Do you have a moment to speak about this product? Dream salesman. Oh my god. Oh, I still don't have a weapon, but that's fine. I guess. My reason is going down. He tells you his sweet lies. Great. Okay. I am not doing well reason-wise. The dirt road you've been following suddenly ends. You have to go back. I would love to go back. That would be great. Venetian Society. That pair has been following you since morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it'll only get worse. Have anything? I forget. It's the wine does use reason. Okay. Let's drink. Empty bottle. It can be used to store liquids. So, okay. It's fine. Back. Abandoned hut. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it. Tap into his power. It is too risky. My knowledge went down. Did I miss something that it went down? Whatever. Disturbed by your surroundings, you take a step back and trip on a branch. Cool. Cool. You stumble upon a half-eaten carcass. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher the signs. Failure. Cool. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Resolve. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Well, I guess I gotta investigate it. Success. All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branch leads east. You make a mental note to avoid the region. Yeah, I will say I'm not going back there. The trees overhead block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. God. Wait. Oh, I'm traumatized. When did I get traumatized? Oh, that was before. Hungover. -1 to all stats until the end of the current mystery, so because I drank. Okay. Finally, after what it felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives way and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Oof, okay. Planes are attacking you. You must protect the injured Shiro-san and lead him to safety. He will continue to lose health each turn. Cool. What are my support actions? Protect, lead. What's that? Stop and take a closer look at Shiro-san's injuries. This turn, the plants will attack you instead of Shiro-san. Oof. Okay. Protect the gardener and lead him. Okay. Lead him. Lead him. Plants attack the gardener. Great. You will die at the beginning of your next encounter. Great, 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 great. You know what? I'm dead, so... How do I get out? Like, what? Shiro, what? His head came off. And I died. In this run, you managed to solve one mystery plaguing this town. You saw one new event. You encountered 4 new enemies. Okay. That was a death. So let's try a different one. I think I've only finished a run in this game maybe once. Honestly, I think it might have only been once. If I do... Oh... I'm gonna just... Yeah, we're not doing this. Yeah, exit the menu. Only because I want to do the thing where I could pick my I want to have my options. So new story, continue. So quick play mode, random. I don't know what random is. I don't know what this Halloween 2020 is. We'll figure it out. Something strange is happening in our town. Okay, we went through that. What god do I got here? Katath Atarasu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Stop it before it devours us all. You can't escape from combat encounters. Okay. Alright. Status. Spells, items, nothing. Items. Okay. I have a camera. Acknowledge. Flash combat. Action adds a chance to dodge the incoming attack. So we will equip that. Mailbox is empty. Ooh, there he was. There's the creepy man. Probably just my imagination. Okay. Anything on TV? TV host is gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims, but there were way too many tentacles. Cool. Let's get $1. There we go. My outfits. Ooh. We're known as Dracula. Happy Halloween. Anything in there? Got an empty bottle. Alright, I think that's it. 5 mysteries we got this time. So, horrible history of household hell, rotten report of a rancid ramen, alarming account of abnormal arms, far out fable of a fear festival, eerie episode of evolving eels. Yes. I kind of want to do this festival one. I don't think I've ever tried this one. Far out fable of a fear festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter investigating you for a curious sounding festival. It is held every 27 years in a small village. For Pennywise? You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree you need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Today's goal, explore the weird village. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Okay. Someone is waiting for you, and continue. You get up to a fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Day 1, morning. Your group has arrived in the village and are currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins in the evening. To progress this mystery, choose actions that will advance the clock as you learn about the terrible secret of this village. More actions will unlock. Skip time advances the clock. Check out the inn, your room, free action. Explore the weird village, advances the clock. Okay, that's just my only options. I'm gonna check out my room since it's free action. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Relax a bit. Onsen sounds good. I mean, both sound relaxing, so let's go to the onsen. The hot springs feels great. Finally can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water. +2 stamina. Okay. The festival grounds are now open for visitors. Maybe you should check it out. Search the village. Enjoy the festival. That's a free action. Okay. There's still some time before the festival starts. The locals are seemingly busy setting up stands and decorating the place. A few stands are already open, but you can't shake off the feeling something is wrong. It's getting late. I have 6 funds. I could probably buy something. Oh, holy candle. I am gonna buy the holy candle. That's also good. What if I buy... I have enough funds for both. Oh, I can only buy one. Whatever. But I can use it for later. Okay. Festival grounds are now open for visitors. Maybe you should check it out. I mean, I could just go back there. There's still some time before the festival starts. You stumble onto your friend Asado. Hey, I'm trying to solve a puzzle. Can you help? 3 reason if agreed. Sure. Weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to the bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? Who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Continue. Oh. Day 2, morning. Oh, wait, he's with me now. Which, let go, gain 2 spells. Talk. Asada looks around. Did you hear that? Never mind. Okay. We're going to explore the weird village. Oh God, what the You stand in the middle of the field, frozen in terror. A rip in our reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. Question your sanity. You fall to your knees, dry heaving. Nothing will ever be the same. Branded. Chance of raising doom with each investigation. Ugh. Weird sounds coming from the forest kept you up at night. What could it all mean? Suspicious group you've been following. Okay, it's this one again. Climb. Oh. Okay. You break out into a cold sweat when you see the street vendor's twisted grimace. You back off, wishing it was only a mask. Today's goal. Going back to the inn, you overhear two masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. Not safe. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. Villagers seem to follow your every step here. Ooh, relax. Okay. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. Nope. Oh boy. Okay. Only options for this festival. Not good. Where is everyone? Find the missing people. A trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. What the f... 4 actions until sunrise. Rest at camp. Clearing. A parasitic organism burrows on the bark. We've seen this. Oh, checked again. Wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected to the current mystery? Alright, took a picture. You start to recognize some of the paths and rocks you've seen earlier. You wonder what kind of animal the spider caught in its web. You scare away the annoyed predator and rip open the cocoon to reveal a human finger. Rock ring. This one's strength, -2 max reason. No. Great. Same event. Same thing. Abandoned factory. This must be the place they took everyone. The sun is slowly rising as you get closer to the abandoned industrial building. Cautiously entering the factory, you can't help but notice the forest has become totally silent. Oh! Oh! Wow. You are not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided the cult hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, the handcuffed cult leader suddenly stops. You are too late, they say in a raspy voice. Our Lord is free once more. What the fuck? Got arrested by Hunk over here. Later that day, after an interrogation, I can't read. The detectives let you go free. Festival guests are still missing to this day. You board the old bus, wondering what exactly happened out there. The being once more. Oh, knowledge is key. There's still hope. Okay. Okay, can't lower the threat anymore. Got a key. Still have my buddy. I'm going to sell this. Not going to use it. No one out there. Okay, we're gonna try horrible history of household hell. There are many old mansions around this town. Ooh, Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by the family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place here? Friends you've talked with are not sure where the mansion itself is located. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library may shed some light on it. Many of the books you can find here were donated after the accident at the university building. Study old tomes, makes notes. Carry out a few books to the main reading room. You decide to make some notes about subjects that could be relevant in this case. Hopefully all your work won't go to waste. +5 experience. That sounds good. It's only one fund. And I will equip that. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette half buried in the sand is calling you. Feeling your hand shaking, you take a step closer. Yep, bad idea. Did I actually take it? It says I did. Putting your hand in that hole was a bad idea. Seeing the big spider escape, you hope it wasn't poisonous. You've learned the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You decided to rent some books that might help you. Architect's Journal. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel, its natural concert hall, he claims. Okay, that's it. An article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo. They were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on the cavern wall. 435 hertz. Okay. We're gonna put this away. And put that away. You find an old trophy case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One medal seems particularly valuable. Check the plaques and trophies. We are not going to break it. Well, doesn't matter. You find a small trophy with a curious plaque. Grand Champion of the Cannibal Eating Contest. So is it eating cannibals or eating other people? Does it really matter, I guess? Resolve this event. Something's wrong. Everyone's gone. Seaside. Oh man, I didn't... Infected wound, what was this? 1 dex, 1 perception. That's not good. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me. But I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Failure! Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. Jesus. Okay. You make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Sure. Feel watched. Light the holy candle. You light the holy candles, purifying the room. -3 doom. Press mansion's room to explore it. Sure, go here. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Great. Okay. Keep looking for a key. Okay, this one again, Venetian Society. Human finger. The reason is going down super hard now. Nice ring. Charisma, you get used, gain funds. I'm gonna put that on for now. Bye. Cold trail. Following the suspicious person, you enter an old rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. You can't see the strange man anymore. I'm gonna search the room. There's nothing really important here, but you think you might be able to use one item you do find. Library book. Used to gain 10 experience. Okay. I leveled up. What is improvised? Throwing items during combat encounters. Allow switching of equipment during combat encounters. That'd be great if I had more than, you know, if I had multiple equipment. +1 charisma, natural ability to guide others. Yeah, fine. We're gonna recover some of my lost reason. There we go. Explore mansion. Okay, we found it. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps. You move the rod and carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Make my way down. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound more like the most beautiful serenade. Memorized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. I should have just stepped forward. You try to explore the side corridors, but it's too dark. If only if you had some source of light. I don't. Oh, okay. An only chance coming from the caves connected to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Okay. Fetid fumes. The air feels heavy, making it harder to breathe. Rest action is less effective. Cool. Take that key. Oh, there's my boy. There's the little altar guy I found. Don't know if that's gonna be a bad thing or not. I don't know. I don't know if I remember taking that home and it showing up. Seen that peek? Yeah, I see you, buddy. I'm gonna take a bath. Which one is worse? Actually, I'll do reason again. So I have left the eels, or eels. Oh. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around, it's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back, you know, the one who studies fish. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious what weird fish did he bring this time? She grins. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish did he find this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please. Sure. A friendly neighbor. Important. Receive -1 damage from attacks during combat encounters. Okay, well, that was... yeah. You knock on your friend's door and wait. Hey, dork, I'm with you. Why are we going back to my place? Oh, okay. Dark forces. Oh, no. Masochistic. Regain 1 reason at the start of each enemy encounter. -2 max reason. What the what? The store shouldn't be there. We're gonna resist it again. Of course. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take 1 jar home. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can she sip her soda so calmly, staring at this creepy creature? Oh. Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered in some kind of black algae. Getting closer, you realize it's not a rock. It's a rock lobster. Drowner sponge. Holy shit, that's a lot of hit points. Can I escape? No, I can't escape from... I forgot this was this one. Great, okay. Okay. Camera flash. Assess the situation. Combat skill. I mean, we're doing okay. Oh. Ooh, okay, okay. Damn it. Oof. Okay. The neighbor's office at school is empty. Okay, she takes notes. Yeah, same thing. You decide to enter a small shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your request. However, persuading them to do so might provide difficult. Buy them around. No fisherman would refuse a free round. I'll tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. Okay. Maybe going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin is a ghastly pale yellow color. This scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Charisma check. Success. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you a new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. Resolve this event. As you prepare a bath, you think about all of the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice cold water is a good idea. A hot bath is so inviting that you've spent an extra hour in it. Oh, okay, well. Alright. Oh. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Oh, boy. Burnt notes. Legend from the prefecture eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and then dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the prefecture would lay their eggs inside humans. Cool, 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 cool. Calm her down. The woman sniffs and smiles weakly. You feel like you've prevented something awful. +4 reason. This must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? +4 doom, +2 reason. Okay, well, my doom is very high now. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. You spend an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? Okay. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? I got rid of my empty bottle. Damn it. Better safe than sorry. You take the stairs up to the other floor to avoid sludge. Kana's been missing since yesterday. You decided to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. Investigate the neighbor's apartment. All of these eels. You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels flailing around relentlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Yep. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. -1 stamina and reason. Oh. You finally find Kana. I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. We must go to a hospital. We must now puncture her eye. I don't want to take her to the hospital because I feel like it'll just get worse. But I also don't want to puncture her eye because I feel like this is going to be gross. Oh god, it sure is. Don't want to do any of this. Ugh. Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Will Kana survive the blood loss? Find out on next time on Dragon Ball Z. You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. Fall asleep. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. You gradually open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay eggs in their eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Ending A. Knowledge is key. Through investigation, 15 experience points. There's still hope. Tireless, +1 reason. Stamina, time passes 1 day. The old god stirs. Press here to reveal its effect. I was sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday, right? Time skip, +5 doom. Great. Status. Take the key. How much XP do I have? Ooh, I can level up now. Okay. Art knowledge, perception for eye. Got an eye for art and details. Ooh, knowledge. And fast hands. I'm gonna do folklore. Folklore and raise my dex. Wait, what? Okay. I'm gonna raise my reason. Alright. Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there is once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons. I see you. So, I have ramen and alarming account of abnormal arms. Let's see what this one is. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found and the apartment remained vacant. What other ways are in there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare. Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols. Branded like cattle. Oh, great. +4 doom. You meet with your friend who has recently started her nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital, watching the sunset. And now would be the perfect opportunity to ask about the recent unearthly events. Ask about them. Stories about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and strange infection are helpful, but they kill the mood. Great. The Anatomical Museum archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. What? While you walk through a crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. +5 XP. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder. You hear wrestling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone was trying to get in. Ooh! Jesus Christ! Holy shit. Concussion? -1 to knowledge until the end of the current mystery. Great. Just racking up these negative effects. Oh my god. This guy's gonna knock me out. I mean, I'm doing a decent amount of damage to this guy. He dropped something. Baseball bat. Resolve. Okay. Damage 5. Damage 4. Yeah, but I recover stamina after defeating an enemy with that. Can I give this? Oh, no, that doesn't work that way. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. Location threat increase. Cool. You pace back and forth beside your desk, piled high with photographs, notes, and documents relevant to your investigation. You're so close to cracking this wide open, you can taste it, but the pieces don't quite fit together. You must still be missing something, but what could it be? Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. He finds you the whereabouts of a suspect. You corner and interrogate them. Under the pressure, they let a detail slip that all but confirms your theory. You grin. One neighbor is completely complaining about her missing underwear. Okay. Cool. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read the letters. Ooh, staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill. Another weird neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Passing by a faulty elevator, its door suddenly opens. You take a step back, noticing a weird, tall woman standing in darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Cyclops neighbor. Okay. Jesus Christ. Well, neighbor kicks me. Oh boy. Oof. I think we got this. Level up. Doorsman. And Dex. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. Get closer to the door and ask what's the matter. Success. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you're home at all. 5 XP. Every room is connected by the vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? Ooh! Boiler room. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe, cursing you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. You cautiously crawl inside the vent. Why? Why would we do this? Determined to solve this macabre mystery, nothing could prepare you for the source of the skittering sound getting louder and closer. I don't like any of this. Oh, I'm not making it through this fight. What am I doing? He still hit me. What if I flash and then attack? Nope. My party members are not really doing it now. Well, got him. After the police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the disgusting body, the detectives enter one of the flats. Inside the slimy layer, there are countless giant, semi-transparent eggs. When broken, they reveal horrible centipede human fetus hybrids. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. Additional floor. I see you, buddy. You're still out there. It's not gonna help, but let's keep going. Ramen. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queue stretch out the door. The shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? The flesh of the gods themselves? Human meat. Watching local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Wired preacher. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? Let's listen. You learned some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth, humanity is doomed. Probably shouldn't have done that. What else did I get? Bite. Okay. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It's slowly standing up. Incorporeal enemy. This attack can't... What? Two years ago, a drunk salaryman fell down the stairs and broke his neck. Now his restless spirit is doomed to continually repeat the accident, breaking even more bones. None of this matters. I can't do anything. Sever their ties to our world. Oh, okay. Not doing well. A sudden growl coming from behind a corner makes you stop. Ghoul. Ugh. I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's revive some stamina. I don't know if it's really gonna matter at this point. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a worrying rumor about an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once again. Could this be the reason for recent horrific events? Oh, the altar again. Great. I have so many infected wounds now. You reach a spot where you and the interviewee agreed to meet, and sure enough, she's waiting for you there. She looks nervous about more than just being alone with you. You're certain she knows something about what happened at the recent missing persons incident. You act calmly, sweetly, and like you're a little stupid, goading her into letting your guard down. For long, she believes you're on her side and confides in you about the last time she saw the missing person. Okay. With a slick hand, you fill a vial with the soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. Investigate the lab. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to the laboratory? I mean, the ramen soup? A mere day later, your friend rings your door. Her face is pale, and in a shaky hand she holds an analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. A week later, police and government officials are looking over where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. You'd like to believe that was the end of it, but snippets in newspapers from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening and its mysterious owner keep showing up. You can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. Well, ending B. I think I've got that one before. Road's closed. Okay. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't matter, I'm at the end here. But I am not surviving much because of my status. Okay. I have all the keys. What do I have in my storage? Much. You know what? I'm gonna take that empty bottle. Don't know why, I'm just taking it. Alright, we're done. What is this? Let's go to the lighthouse. The anonymous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the buildings. You need 5 keys. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you 2 things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these... whatever, I guess. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except one. Select the title of the second mystery you investigated. Oh. You rip the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it, and with a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Passed. Wow. You're about to grab the rods when you notice the dial and buttons. You toy with them for a bit before adjusting both voltage and current, so it's safe for you to grab them. With a buzz, the gate opens. Climbing up the winding staircase, you were stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. Rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking off the jacket and mask, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Takashi-san, the ultimate opportunist. I don't have high hopes on finishing this fight, but we're gonna try. Oh, his only damage is Doom, so he might be able to... should be... If he's only gonna raise Doom from the attacks, then we might be fine. It's not great, but it'll be fine. Yeah. Trail of blood, knives. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Find a switch. Fail. Not enough decks. Finally grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. Following the winding staircase, you're... oh, select the second enemy you fought? Oh, level up. You know what? Stamina. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Continue climbing. Oh, you decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. Oh, alright, we're at the top. Dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual, awakening the Eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you're safe for now. You survived level 6, difficulty level initiate, equipped carpenter hammer, camera, and ice ring. Chosen timeline B. your playthrough lasted 63 minutes. In this run, you managed to solve 5 mysteries plaguing the town. You saw 12 new events, countered 7 new enemies, and unlocked 3 new achievements. All right. It's probably gonna be it for tonight. So happy Halloween. That was World of Horror. I wonder if I unlocked anything. Oh, okay. No, it's the generic ending again. Huh. I wonder what how I'm gonna get the other endings. Mystery monograph compiles a mystery of the endings you've seen. Too late for the Fear Festival. Eye surgery. It was the eye surgery ending I got. And partial ramen result. Fungicide, but I didn't beat that one. I died on that one. Alright. Weird that you can't really look at the enemies. I wish you could. Like maybe when you fill out a full list, I don't know. Events Codex. Yeah. I got only half of them? Well, a little bit more than half. Achievements. I got a lot of achievements I need to get. Roll a 1 during a stat check. Counter 3 dream enemies in one playthrough. At any point in the game, have 30 cigarettes in your inventory. What? Okay. I could probably come back to this. I don't know. This game is a lot of fun. It's just like a lot of trial and error on getting stuff done and figuring out what to actually do in the game. Because like yeah, like the challenges seem cool. I have yet to obviously beat a challenge. But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. It's super interesting. It has a very like obviously Junji Ito feel to it. But like if you want to see more of it, I can come back to it. I'm fully interested in playing more of this game. Like I said, I've not really completed much of it, and I would like to see more of it. But yeah, I would definitely come back to this at some point. But I will be finishing, possibly finishing Parasite Eve next stream. When that will be, it will be sometime next week. Possibly early next week. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, any suggestions on things to continue, tell me what I'm doing wrong. That would be great. Tell me I'm bad at video games. I don't know. But yeah, if there's like actual suggestions or anything, I'm willing to play things people want to see me play. I don't know if I worded that right. I will play what you guys want me to play. If there's like suggestions, I'd be open to. But yeah, I am gonna finish Parasite Eve, and the plan is to play. The plan is to do possibly a playthrough of Digimon next. because I referenced that in a episode of Parasite Eve. It was either that or Silent Hill. I don't remember actually which one, but it was one or two, one of the two. But yeah, I am planning to play that. But if there are other suggestions for things, I am open to hear them. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and happy Halloween. And I'll see you next time. And you can catch this video on YouTube. It'll go back up. It'll go up on YouTube like all my other videos. And all my updates will be on Blue Sky. And it's all Ando NPC. So thanks for watching. See you later.